And the Friday night post-game scoreboard show continues here at Beef O'Brady's. Thanks to everybody for coming out. It's another exciting night. Good night for Forsyth County football, and standing by on the line is Forsyth Central head coach Chris Bennett. Coach Bennett, we thank you for joining us here on the broadcast. How are you doing tonight?
I'm doing a lot better tonight. I appreciate y'all having me.
All right. Well, we were out at Forsyth Central earlier tonight. We had the broadcast. It was our game of the week as Forsyth Central defeated Lakeside 14-7. Congratulations on that win, Coach.
Well, I'll tell you what, it was a good win. It was a good win for our kids and our parents and our school and our coaches and the community. Everybody worked so hard to put so much into the program. It was nice to see it come to fruition tonight, and they're so proud of our kids.
The Bulldogs came out on top, got a 7-0 lead there in the game. That's always nice to get a little breathing room. And then Taylor Bradford, talk about him, 2 touchdowns on the night.
Well, I tell you, Taylor was a workhorse for us tonight. He carried the ball 31 times and ended up with 151 yards rushing and 2 touchdowns. Had a big fake punt there that he did real well on, and just can't say enough. I mean, he just kind of put it on his shoulders tonight and took off, and we just followed him.
And then Keith Shoemake is also here with us tonight. He was on the call, the play-by-play, and he's been bugging me to ask you, Coach, that play. There's a punt. There's a flag. What's the call? What do they say to you? Is that roughing the kicker, or what was going on there? We never really could quite figure out.
Yeah, that was kind of confusing for us too. The original call, it was about 4th and 9, I think, and the original call was running into the kicker, which was a 5-yard penalty. That wasn't a first down. And then they had a block. The other Lakeside actually had a block in the back, and by rule, that is actually a post scrimmage kick. And it does not change possessions. So he originally messed it up when he got off that. But he did actually get it right and got it fixed. And it wasn't quite the way I wanted it fixed, but it was the right call.
And then Lakeside ends up scoring and comes down right to the end, 14-7. Just kind of an exciting finish, maybe a little bit more exciting than you would have liked, but the Bulldogs came out on top. Just kind of walk us through the end of that game. Lakeside was driving and attacking and almost got there within striking distance. That big pass play in the fourth quarter.
Well, yes, sir. They got very close. It was a lot closer than my liking. I don't think my blood pressure went down yet. They got a huge pass play there at the end of the game, and we'll kind of back that up a little bit. If we'd have converted on that 4th down there in the end, we probably would have sealed the game. We came up short on that, and they hit a big pass play on us and got down there. And, the biggest play of the game was the 3rd down that we had down there, and they didn't have any timeouts left, and they had to hurry up and get a play in. And then I think Jacob Nesmith got a piece of the ball, and the quarterback dropped it, and it was a great win. But, yeah, we had to make it a little more interesting than it should have been.
Well, after the game, you and the players all went down to the end zone. What did you say to your guys, Coach?
I just told the guys how proud of them I was, and I told them it's okay to celebrate, and it was all right to have fun, and I can't think of a better group of kids and that deserved that, and it was just great to see in their faces how excited they were to finally get a win this year.
Next week, looking ahead, you've got Chamblee. You're on the road. Kind of tell us a little bit about the Chamblee Bulldogs.
Chamblee, they've got a good football team. We were lucky enough to beat Chamblee last year, played well against them. They're down a little bit compared to last year, and we got to go down there, which is always a tough place to go play in DeKalb County. But they got a good football team. They got a good coaching staff. I got a feeling that our kids are going to be excited, and we're going to have a good week of practice this week.
All right, Coach Chris Bennett of the Forsyth Central Bulldogs, a win on homecoming. It's hard to beat it. And we're glad we were there for it for the Listen Your Way Game of the Week. Thank you, Coach. Congratulations.
Thank you, sir. Appreciate it.
All right, that was Coach Chris Bennett with the Forsyth Central Bulldogs. Appreciate him being on the show and having us out for the Game of the Week earlier tonight. Stay tuned. There's more to come here on the Listen Your Way Friday Night Scoreboard Show.